What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so up until a couple of days ago, it looked like the Lakers' next center, since the Lakers have been without a real center for quite some time now, um, it looked like their next center was going to be Brook Lopez, and maybe it still will be. But now you have one familiar face for Lakers and another center who's been largely, I would say, out the limelight because they've been playing for one of the least prominent organizations for the last couple of years. They've now entered the picture. They now entered the fray. And I think one of them is Jackson Hayes, who did play with the Lakers, but I think he was cut, if I'm not mistaken. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong about that. Either he was cut or he left via trade, so I forgot. But anyway, I think Jackson Hayes is back in the fray, and Deandre Ayton. Now, the reason why these guys are, kind of superseding Brook Lopez is that at this point in the Lakers organization's trajectory, or where they are right now as an organization, while LeBron James is still very important, Luka is the future. Luka is the player who they're trying to really build around, which is why the egotistical and narcissistic and selfish LeBron James, his ego can't take that, and that's why he's pulling the bitch shit he's pulling right now. But DeAndre Ayton would be a better fit for the Lakers as far as playing with Luka Doncic than, Brook Lopez. Same thing with Jackson Hayes. But the problem with DeAndre Ayton, man, is, and if you know anything about him, if you've been following him for the last couple of years, this guy has regressed like crazy. At this point in his career, I thought that DeAndre Ayton would be averaging like around 23, 22 points a game, 12 rebounds. Instead, he is coming off a campaign in Portland where he averaged 14 points and 10 rebounds. This is a guy that just 3 years ago averaged 18, and I believe it was 18 and 10 during the regular season. This is a guy that was averaging, in some series for Phoenix, close to 20 and 10. So to see this fall off with him, and you hear some of the stuff that's out there about him, like, it's like a typical Lakers situation where you about to sign somebody overpaid for relatively nothing. This is a guy that misses a lot of games at times due to injuries. Okay, so, you can't help that at times, fine. But this is a guy that does not seem to have the passion or to have that burning desire to be great. Anytime the Portland Trailblazers, who haven't won shit in 50 years, buy you out, you know that there's something wrong going on with this player. And, from what I've seen and read about him, he's more concerned about gaming. Oh, if it's about online shooting games or gaming or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Oh, he's about that life. He's about investing hundreds of dollars, if ultimately not thousands of dollars, dedicated to gaming and, buying packages and all that type of shit. Plus, you hear some of the Zionist, is that the right term? Zionesque type aspects of his life. Now, that's his personal life, but hey, man, when you can't, look, man, if you're going to have 304s living in your crib like you're a corn star, fine. But that's your personal business. But if you can't show up to practice because you say you can't get out your drive-through, when in reality, people say you just didn't want to drive on the ice because you just didn't feel like it. Nigga, you getting paid millions of dollars, bro. Like at that point in time, I don't give you the benefit of doubt no more. Some of these thoughts in men bodies sometimes do, who be saying some of the most thottish crap I ever hear in my life, bro. You just mad because he making millions and you not. Do you hear yourself, bro? Ugh. It's like a girl. Lord have mercy. You just jealous because he making that cheddar. Oh my God, man. But anyway, I don't know, man. Deandre Ayton, I just, a person will show you who they are after a while. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, Deandre Ayton is who he is. He's a serviceable big man, but he's not a guy that is going to move the needle as far as being a championship contender. He doesn't make the Lakers that. Okay? He fills a role. He'll give you, I think if he played the Lakers, he'll give you a customary, I say 12 and 9. He'll give you 12 and 9, 55% shooting, and that's about it. Punch out the clock and go gaming. That's where he excels. Gaming and probably carpet munching. I'm just being honest, man. He ain't the guy that, man, this is the same dude that Giannis absolutely destroyed. This guy played with Chris Paul, like the last great year of Chris Paul's career, and still underperformed. Just the same dude that Jokic absolutely destroyed in the playoffs. Remember when they played Phoenix? I think it was the last year that he was in Phoenix, and Jokic absolutely destroyed Deandre Ayton. So, I don't know. That's just how I look at that, man. But y'all tell me what you guys think.